This week we've got the Vice Captain of Port Districts in Division 1. We've got Joshy Rosenthal. How are you, Josh?
Not too bad, Big O. Yourself?
Good, thanks, mate. Going through a few results from last week, we had Goodwood Saints 11-7-73, Adelaide Uni 4-6-30. How do you see that playing out?
Goodies have been a little bit up and down this year, but you know they're a pretty good side all round, and they know what they're doing. They're pretty disciplined. You know, they just know their structures, so not too surprising. But Adelaide Uni are a little bit up and down as well, but they can be one of those sides that can just get a hold of you and get quick goals, as many other sides are.
Yeah.
And that did one comp this year.
Yeah. The one where it was a bit of a shock, maybe not to a lot of people because Modbury Oval gets a few sides during the year,
Yep.
but Modbury was 9-7-61, defeated Ross Trevor 7-11-53.
Yep. Well, we had Modbury earlier in the year out there in the dry, and they're had quite a few lot of tall timber and stuff like that, and they were quite dangerous in the air, especially. They moved the ball very quickly that day as well, so it's not surprising that they've taken a few ski-ups and things this year. Like they can move the ball very quickly and be quite damaging at times. And yes, Ross Trevor, it's hard to stay up for a whole season, especially with the taxing brand of footy we're all playing. So probably not as surprising a result to people would.
At Modbury, because they get some scalps on that oval.
Yeah, on that oval as well. Like it's
probably would have been very wet.
It's got a bit of that aura about it as well. Like the crowd are quite hostile and stuff like that, and it's always good with a home ground advantage. So yeah.
The next game, a very big win. It kept Payne and Norwood Union in the hunt now for a final spot. 14-13-97 defeated Salisbury North 5-6-36.
Yep. Well, Paynham have been in pretty good form, probably since halfway mark of the season.
Yeah, a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I think they had a lot of injuries. They got a few players back, and they seem to have hit some form there. They're coming hard for the five, I think. We got them this week, so that'll be a good test as well. But yeah, obviously Salisbury North struggling a little bit with their situation, which is a bit of a shame. So that's, good footballers and everything like that. But probably Paynham just on a roll at the moment. And
probably hard with Salisbury North too. The coaches trying to get them up when they are already relegated. So
it's probably a difficult situation to be in for them.
Motivational wise.
It's pretty difficult probably to get up from week to week, sort of thing.
And then a game that we did, it was Fitchery Gully 14-15-99 to St Peter's 9-11-65, but people don't know, I think St Peter's kicked the first 5 goals of the game.
Yeah. Where did they play that?
At Fitchery Gully.
At Fitchery Gully? Oh, that's unusual. Yeah. Well, any side, if you don't come prepared to play in Div 1 can do you in this year for sure. Like there's all teams that can score quite quickly and heavily on you. It's just whether you can play 4 quarters of footy, because sometimes it can just let you down 1 quarter. But yeah, I think there's been plenty of those this year where teams have been 5-6 goals up and still come back and won.
Yeah, Gullies had lost their last 4.
Yep.
And then they were 5 goals down at quarter time, but it wasn't looking promising.
Yeah.
And then they played great footy in the last 3 quarters.
Yeah. Well, once again, Fitchery Gully have been good for a number of years now, and one of those teams that can score really heavily on you quite quickly. I think we played them out there the other week, and there was 11 goals in the first quarter or something combined between us, and it was they can just score very heavily on you, especially out there. Another one of those grounds that's quite sort of hostile with the crowd. They can score very heavily with the brand of footy they play.
And did you get Trap Melville that day?
Yeah, had him for a little bit. Not sure I could have done much that day, the way the footy was coming in quickly, but which I think was a while ago big. But yeah, I did have him early, and then swapped through the ruck and stuff like that. So it was a bit
So
of both.
spending a bit of time on the ruck this year.
Yeah, I've been up the ground a little bit, all over the place.
Okay.
But it's enjoyable to get out of key defensive posts every now and then.
Yeah, known at that full back or centre half back post over
Yeah,
time. So.
it's enjoyable to get up and run around.
And then in your game, mate, it was Prince Alfred Old Collegians 15-12, 102, and Port District's 10-7, 67. So they had a 35-point victory over you blokes.
Yep. It was pretty tight contest, probably bar the second quarter where they kicked quite a few goals on us. It's more about our effort being four-quarter effort this year. When we've played 4 quarters of footy, we've played really well. It's just if you have lapses of concentration, teams score quite heavily on you, and you've got to claw your way back essentially. So probably other than that second quarter let us down. It was tight contest, and Prince once again very well drilled side, and they know what they're about.
Did they have those elite kicking skills, switching the ball back and forth?
Yeah, their control of the footy was exceptional, especially in the second quarter there. They were able to hold on to the footy and keep possession, and then figure out a good time to get the ball moving forward. They're just very disciplined, and they knew what they were about.
Yeah, that's what I picked up watching them throughout the years, that elite kicking skills, and they can carve a hole in you if you allow them any space to move. And,
certainly. If there was a target, they pretty much hit it. They didn't miss many targets. That's for sure.
Yeah. This week we've got at Caterer we've got St Peter's Old Collegians, and they've got Goodwood Saints.
Yep.
If Goodwood win this and Uni lose, just about wrap up that spot in the five.
Yep. You'd expect Goodwood to get up there, even at St Peter's.
Yeah.
Probably a bit of a bigger ground than Goodwood, but I don't think that really has any bearing on it.
Yeah, that would almost relegate St Peter's as well if they got beaten, I would have thought. So, next game is also at Modbury Oval, and they did a job out there last week. This week they've got Prince Alfred Old Collegians at Modbury Oval.
Yeah, it'll be interesting depending on conditions out there. If it rains a bit more, whether Prince will be able to use those skills that they did last week, because Oval was actually in quite good nick last week when we played at Prince. So it'll be interesting to see whether they'll be able to play.
Were you at Park 9 or the college?
Park 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
This week is also at Pertaringa. Last week it was quite wet. It was Teacher Gully playing Salisbury North.
Bit of a grudge match there, the relative locals. But you'd expect Teacher Gully to hopefully pick up some momentum, going into later half of the season, and they'd probably be looking at that as well, I'd say.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to win that to get a little bit of momentum heading the last couple of games and then finals.
Yeah, certainly.
And Salisbury North with not a lot to play for makes it hard.
Momentum's a big thing.
The second last game is Adelaide University at home against Ross Trevor Old Collegians, who might be a bit nasty after getting beaten.
Yeah, well, be interesting to see. It's how they go. Ross Trevor is very well drilled. When we played them both times, they just, same with Prince, they just know what their structures are and the way they want to play.
Yep.
Essentially, it's up to other teams to try to combat that the other way. So, I don't think it'd be
Ross Trevor?
Yeah, I think Ross Trevor get up there.
And then there's a big game at Largs Reserve. Always a tough ground to win at for an opposition side, but like all the other A1 sides. You've taken on Payneham Norwood Union.
Yep, Payneham had some pretty good form coming in the last month, probably month and a half, which probably expecting once they got a few players back from injury and things like that. But it's probably really important for districts as well. We lost a couple now that we can trot there, and to get some more momentum again going into later half, and sort of cement that spot in the top 5 as well. We generally match up pretty well with Payneham. We always have good games against them. generally quite high scoring as well. So yeah, it should be good.
With those twin towers down there with Liam Davis and Nick Jolly, you probably get one or the other?
Yeah, normally I go to Joel's. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see how we match up in terms of other ways, but yeah, I enjoy going out there and playing footy. Doesn't matter where I play or who I play on.
Yeah, always a tough ask to look after Nick Jolly.
Yeah, he's a big unit, but he's got a lot of talent, and he's a footballer. He's a genuine footballer, and he can be very dangerous around goals.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, Joshy.
Thanks, Big.